Okay, let's go ahead and get started back in there. Which I kind of forgot to start the game back up. There are a few kittens trying to bust down my door. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to stand a little bit further away. I guess I'll try that. Yeah, I meant to start this up. Where was I? It did save after the... Because I think I ended up leaving my Wii U on since, yeah, I forgot to turn off the game after last stream. Yeah, it has been a while since last stream. Yeah, I'll pick the error option this time. Yeah. Put a poll on my Twitter for the next game I'll play through. That kid is still like... Oh boy. Yep. Oh, wait. No. Please. Game. No, hold on. I need to do something else anyway. Unfortunately, it's gonna let the kid in. I'm just immediately gonna want out. Eh. Scratch that. It wasn't the kid at the door. It was something the kid knocked over under the door. Oh. Yeah, I already saw this, didn't I? Where did I accidentally turn the thing off? Yeah, I do kind of like streaming with a standing desk, so I can kind of move off to the side if I need to. I don't know how that sounds on the mic, but okay. I need to do a test stream where I just do all sorts of random nonsense like this. All my just complete random nonsense I do. I only have 48 rupees, but is that enough to afford a shield? I'm gonna try to reorient this mic though. Don't know if... Yeah. I think I might have ended off here, didn't I? No, I put in the tablet, didn't I? Oh well. See, here comes the problem of I should probably buy a shield, but there's no point in buying a wooden shield for the fire area, so I might as well just buy... I probably can't afford a metal shield, so I probably ought to just save the, Where you get the bug net? I haven't gone to the bazaar yet either. Yeah. I used up my healing. I don't think I'll need healing for the fire area, at least for any of the actual fights. Getting 1,000 cut to death or whatever. Yeah, probably though. Because I keep... Not even death by 1,000 cuts, death by 1,000 running into enemies face first. I don't have to do this, right? Yeah, why not? I don't remember. Is the graveyard? I think it's at the graveyard. I think. Okay, so what's all here? Yeah, I'll take it. So the shield's probably affordable. How much was it? Was it 50? Oh boy. Hey, can I have a free bottle? Oh, so I couldn't even get Beetle until now anyway. Hey. Yeah, just the constant floor cracking is probably gonna pop up in there. This floor cracks way too much. Yes. Why'd I come in here? Leave me alone, please. Don't run. The only one I'd care to talk to is Gonzo. I don't have any materials. Yep, there's Beetle. I'll buy her with the cookie cluster. What her name is. I forgot. Yeah. If I can only get through dungeons 2 and 3, I should probably just head on. Yeah, that's the whole, like... I guess you could say that this game's equivalent to, like, the gold Skulltula quest is the gratitude crystals. Either that or the goddess cubes. Oh, the stream's screwing up again. Seems like it's stabilized. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going through like the first 2 dungeons, though. Or first 3. 2 dungeons today, I already did the first one. Next week I'll start streaming through Sun to actually beat something new, quote unquote. Like, the 4 options I have in the poll on Twitter are... Let's see. Pac-Man World 2. Which I've played through most of the game before, but that was years ago. I played through, like, the first world when I got, this new copy of the game. Because I originally played on PlayStation. I've been getting a lot of games on GameCube. There's a lot of lava. I'm a little bit disappointed there isn't that much lava in Breath of the Wild. Would have made it more interesting. I would have rather a large portion of Death Mountain be covered in lava and have to, like, jump across it than just the kind of big, open, empty areas that don't even have Koroks. Oh, Virgin. Anyway, so Pac-Man World 2. I wasn't able to beat that game because in the volcano level, it kept crashing. Okay, close the map, please. Game, please. Then you got Bomberman Max 2. Oh. Ah, well. You got Bomberman Max 2, Red Advance. I've played through Blue Advance, and I've started Red Advance, though I'll probably start over for the stream. Excuse me. It's gonna be easier just to walk away than actually try to mute it during this. Because I'd have to pass the mic to mute anyway. Oh yeah, these guys. Who never show up in our game. It is kind of disappointing that they introduced all these new races in Skyward Sword and none of them come back. I mean, if anything, these guys might actually be meant to turn into those mole monsters that are, Minish Cap. I have no idea what they said, but I ignored them. Yeah, boy. So, Red Advance. I've played through all of Blue Advance. I've completed that, but I never got all of the Cheruboms. So, my plan is to complete Red Advance to complete Blue Advance. Game. Okay. I want to go that way. Just remembered you can do this. Only 5 rupees? Spotted and I only get 5 rupees? Okay. Yeah, it was nerd piece, wasn't it? Can I just ignore him? I don't exactly remember the path up. Hey, you know, I was looking for a friend. I haven't talked to anyone. Wait a minute. Is that just a different variation of the exact same sound effect for the monkeys in Twilight Princess? I need to kill him, don't I? I think that is the exact same sound effect, just with like a different filter on it. Distance on this is quite far. Okay. If it's getting to the point where he does it that early. Okay. Please tell me you just run through. Can I just damage the roof? You've gotta be kidding me. This is annoying. I forgot about that. I forgot that they did that. Okay, listen. Why do I have to throw all the way from here? I can't. get the thing to turn right here. See, oh, I'm dead. This stupid monkey thing. I'm gonna die just trying to get through this one spot. Does that count? Get me out of here. The ultimate strategy. And that's why I really don't care about the combat in this game. Oh, move, move, move. I already lost all my health to this guy before. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that auto go through. I do like that they added the critical. I could not tell if I was going to hit or not. I don't even know if I got that angle good. Nope. Let's see, I have it straight, but yeah, it's curving. But that's annoying. Yeah, boy, skippers. It's probably because I'm like off center from the thing right now. Okay, I had the remote almost completely sideways to have to throw that straight. Well, hold on. Welcome to Skyward Sword. I'm gonna try to stand back here for a second, I guess. I need to get lined up first. There. Skyward Sword and its motion controls. Now, do I run across here? I don't remember. Are there hearts here? No. At least they need to put some hearts. Oh man. I didn't realize it's loading zone. Yep. Wait, those aren't hearts. I need those. Here. I didn't realize it'd be that much damage. I guess I deserve that. I mean, I wonder. I think one of the things that most annoys me about some of these motion control games is that when you try to Well, not even motion control games. What is it? Like some games, when you miss an attack that gets blocked, every time you try to do a different action, it just gets stuck on that basic attack. Like I was trying to do a spin attack there that entire time. And kept doing the regular attack. Oh. I need to take him out. Really? Yeah. It's a good thing this thing will work regardless. Oops. Yeah, I'm curious if the button control actually fixes the combat. Well, probably not. Curious what happens if you say rupees. He's probably like, oh, you can dig up rupees with these. Well, mitts are better. It's very much my thought on every single item in this game. It's like, you know, I like the Minish Cap version. Oh yeah, game saved. Yeah, this is like the main item that they're fixing this remake. That's weird. Path. I do think it's funny that Link will basically... Oh. I didn't even need to come this way. I assume heart... I would do at least. Yay. I guess. I don't remember the collectibles in this game at all. I guess it's far right. I don't really like that Zelda's now got random collectibles. Kinda just adds too much tedium. Wait, no, I meant the other one. I got thrown off thinking that was the far right one. For some reason. Ah, well. Oops. For a second I was thinking I could run up the ladder or something. Huh. I guess it is the left. Unless I'm going the wrong way, it is possible I'm being an idiot and going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep, I was going the wrong way. Oh. Hearts? There are a few of those around. Oh, fun, because I thought I was done with this. I guess I need to... Okay, so I can hit him directly with it. I just want to leave. Please let me leave. Actually, how are the blend controls for this going to be? I think there's a closer one I gotta get. I think that's blowing up just before it. Yep. Dry grass to show him. It's kind of... You know, I am curious. I wonder if they're going to have bomb flowers back in Breath of the Wild too. That'd be a good way of, like, not really replacing the bomb room. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bomb room clones or I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to see if they actually lack bombs in the sequel. Oh. I was thinking I needed the slingshot. Anyway, hey, Impa. Well, shouldn't you be hurrying too? You're going to complain about how I didn't get there fast enough because I can't jump over things. I have ninja magic. And pretty much just started. Right, I gotta use the slingshot here. Right. Okay. Anyway. Well, that's, great. Well, might as well open the shortcut. So please tell me. No. Please tell. Okay, good. I assume that worked. Yep. Not even close. And two ups. I'm going way over. Did that actually kill him? Okay. What? Oh, there. Oh. Need to use bombs. There's the bombs. And then there's the dude with the minigame. I don't care because that minigame's terrible. Literally just wiggling the remote between my fingers. Not even trying. Not even the motion controls. I don't think the motion controls will be able to save, or button controls can save this game's combat. I was that kind of guy out, but got by. Like, it'll be interesting for some enemies. The enemies actually die in like a few hits, but like for some of these, it's just like it's still going to be annoying. I'm going to use up all of it. Good enough. Really? Come on, move. Nope, you can live, but you're stuck down there forever. Alright, I forgot about this. My word. Please shut it. Yeah. I'll sleep with Fee rambling here. I don't even know what the keys look like already. I haven't even found one. I don't care. Fee, shut up. I'm gonna try to go without the dowsing, but probably not here. Probably not here. Alright, there's one of the dung beetles. Every time I see a dung beetle, I'm going to be thinking of the ones in Monster and Rise now. Things are so useful. And they're very easy to find. Even if I tried to do it correctly, the dang controls wouldn't let me. Link? Why did you not pick it up? There we go. Is there one buried in here, actually? There might be. Might as well check. Well, that's just getting the one that's down this way. Oh, well. Found one. Maybe I will use the dowsing. It actually. Yep. So hard to puzzle. And then you got this thing. I wonder where this came from. Is there no another up that way? Yeah. I saw the clock shot thing, I was like, okay, I guess that's later. Yeah. I hope they have a hook shot in Breath of the Wild sequel. Again, I really wish we went ahead and had the name so I could call it something different in Breath of the Wild sequel. Okay. That's why they did that. That was evil. Anyway, I can kind of like skip a step. No. Just to make sure there's not in this room. Okay, I gotta dig into the wall like Knuckles to get the Master Emerald. I was kind of hoping he'd just drop off. Link. How do I cling to a ledge again? Okay, now it lets me. I was looking for that prompt and never saw it. Dude. Faster in Twilight Princess's original climbing, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is still sped up. Nope. Oh, just a beetle. Could have sworn there's something somewhere. It's not all the way at the bottom of the cliff, is it? What? Who cares if I'm on fire? Wait, I don't have to go down a specific path on this, do I? Wait. Okay, I actually forgot there were fairies in this one. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Okay. Can I fix there? Okay. Okay. I think I remember. I think I actually remember this. I want to go right. Ow. And then it crosses over to the other side. Eventually. Well, at least it didn't send me to my death. How'd the monsters even get there? Yeah, I don't remember where any of the other pieces are. Well, it looks like there's another one right down here. Oh boy. Alright, this room. I tried to roll that. He's going off center with every. Game flying. Everything else is rolling right now. It's going right here, roll though. Maybe. Last. I have bombers left. I have literally 8 bombs on him. And I have a link that doesn't constantly change direction when I something. And I have bomb powers that don't pop up underneath my game. And I have a link that doesn't jump off the ledges when I'm on the edges.
the reason why I did so. I do like actually depends on the really on this side. You're talking a little bit of this now. I need to say something for it. Why do you want to do it? Crack me down. So we're not scattered. What else is there? I'm going to can't do it. Maybe it's because I'm going to be able to move on to it. Yeah, it doesn't change directions is impossible. I mean, anyway, I'm motion controls. That's the one piece of it. I did nunchuck dash and I messed up nunchuck. What is it? It's one of those I got to roll it in situation. Is that going? Something hurts. Good enough. That was it. Oh. That's a hard guy. Is there any reason here? Oh. I just sign on Jones instead. Oh, we're gonna miss the last piece. There's one right there. Yeah, that's the one. I guess that's one. I can't even aim because it just randomly stops in the middle of it. Hey, you want to prove how useful you are? Okay, so she actually does say something about it. Of course, it's completely useless. But, you know, is there anything that's useless? I can't see the whole thing. See, I think it's I got to roll up the hill, not running into a lava at the very edge. Pushing me. Easy run edge. I can get running edge because it's useless. Can't turn on dying because it's uneasy. But Princess doesn't have these bomb so it's not as bad. Really actually really specific from Princess. I don't know if my favorite is a stupid bomb puzzle. Giant puzzles is bull. That's the pushing controls. Until they stop being bullcrap. Pushing controls, no, 20 doesn't oh, one puzzle. I'm just gonna keep the down so I don't did it anyway. I'm still being changed around. I'm trying to actively stay facing the same directions. I can actually aim the thing. I don't know that I'm still on. I don't know anymore. Oh, no, it needs to be straight enough. Okay, why in right? Why? There's one direction I need to check.
Well, I was being an idiot. I was being a big idiot. Something didn't seem right. Still hate the bowling at this point now, because this is still bullcrap. You know, if I was, I'm probably just going to speed up the, this part. I was being an idiot. Should have figured it was, like, I was kind of like, it should reach, shouldn't it? Whatever. My bad. Okay. So this... Oh. is that. Also, is that guy still throwing... That guy went back to throwing boulders. Okay. Do I have to run up here with this? I don't have time to do that. No bombs over there. I still really hate how that knocks you to the side, though. That is starting to get really annoying. Ow. No, wait. No, 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 no. Okay. Now, if I'm not an idiot for the rest of this, I should be able to get through here. I can't believe I was being idiot on that. That was the game being stupid, and it was me. I am a little bit annoyed at the rolling mechanics in general, though, now. That does make me wonder what the actual mechanics are in the HD version. So here's the generic fire dungeon. With good music. Other than that, I don't really like this dungeon. This dungeon's just kinda... Alright, I can't speed this thing up until much later. Yay. I'll be back in a minute. I don't remember where I'm actually supposed to aim it. That was not where it was supposed to go. Oh well, I'll deal with that. Oh great, it disconnected again. Got some hearts. It's not hurt. Yeah, your buddy got kidnapped. That's how it goes. That stupid puzzle did not put me in a good mood. Now, where is that thing I'm aiming for? I don't think it's that. Or am I doing this early? Am I still disconnected? Screen's still disconnected. That's... Come on. I guess I was too far ahead. Oh, no, I'm not. It's the thing on the right. I'm looking... It's right there. Yeah, there's the criticism of, oh, you don't use the items enough in my princess. So therefore you use the beetle in pretty much every single dungeon. Woo. You don't have to tell me. He's right there. Is that even going, like, I am curious now. That's right, I do not have a shield. Actually, how do I fight these things without a shield? Hey, game, that's... Gosh, my sword is off again. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why people are glad that you can actually use buttons. I feel like I should mention, I'm trying to swing right there. Ow. I don't even get the item because he fell in the lava. Come on. And no hearts, just no hearts. Fun. Alright, I don't have a, game. I'm pointing to the left to select that, I might add. That's right, I do not have burn. There we go. I don't have a shield, so I'm having to make do. It's probably not going to be fun to find that next Alphas, which I think is in the boss room, mini boss room. I think it's over there. Ah, shoot. Guess I'm just headed to the main boss room. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, there we go. Game, please. Yeah. And then I go into the next little room, and I roll the bomb, blah, blah, blah. I do like how you get more bombs in this one. Let me get around there again. Alright, this doesn't even use the motion controls. It'd be more fun. Oh, right, I can roll under. It's my only way to actually attack down to do a jump attack. Huh, now I know what's on that door. Wish I still had my fairies. Hey, any chance there's bombs in here? So now I gotta win this with wonky controls. Well, that's not a good sign. Are you kidding? Okay. What? Now, a second ago, did it actually take me off of the Z target for the one that fell over? Okay. Yeah, I was saying I could skip ahead. Oh, I gotta wait. And wait. And wait. Skyward sword away. Screwed up the one fail blow by using the wrong, thing. Then I don't know. I'm not sure if it actually did or not. But it looked like it took me off the Z target. That or that wasn't the one I was initially attacking. Oh, that's why I fell off. Hey, game, there's one right next to me. Oh. I kinda wanted the heart. Game? Okay, good enough. I guess. I wanted that heart. It wasn't. This is not gonna let me get that heart. Nope. Hey, we got a bomb bag. Hey. How long is this dungeon again? I didn't think about it. I'm probably not even going to get the dungeons 2. I'm probably not even going to get the dungeon 3. Probably just going to be this one for today. Okay. Yeah. You can pick up bomb flowers and... Oh. I will say this is one of the cooler mechanics. I actually kind of would like to see this mechanic again, but after Breath of the Wild, I wonder if they'll ever go back to regular bombs. This land up there? Okay. Looked like it was Battlefall, but... Oh, come on, I ain't gonna bother with you today. Done with you. It's not really our way to take care of him right now. Wait. That was close. Is this just a map? Just turns around, doesn't care anymore. Okay, this is just... This is why I'm not playing through the whole game, because even if... I'm just gonna start getting more and more annoyed by this game's mechanics. I actually do like the Silent Realm challenges, but it's mostly because they don't confuse the game's, like, mechanics. Helmets are more fun. Yeah. Okay, so I think I gotta bomb my way around this other area first. Did he hit that out of the air? I'm out of bombs now. I was not paying attention to how many I used. Yeah, I guess today's stream will just be the first dungeon. Or just the second. I wouldn't show off the third. But I mean, I guess that area is kind of the best in the game to me, so... leave that up in case anyone hasn't seen it. It's not what I want to do. I just had a thought about how they could still, like, incorporate Breath of the Wild's openness into just... It kind of annoys me how... Wait, is there a bomb spot around here? Not this, is it? No, that's a crack, isn't it? Yep. At least I remember some things. Just remember that bomb wall I need to throw. Yeah, again, my bad on the earlier one. I was getting mad at the game. It's still like the lowest way should be going on my hands on the game. No. The spot that I'm thinking of. Can't do anything. Spot coming up. I think it's this one actually. So, you know how I complained about how slow the beetle is? Oh, yeah, the motion controls feel wonky right now. Not fun. Not fun. As you can tell, since it's constantly jutting back and forth, motion controls are not playing nice today. I guess that's not where I can go. Turns me around completely. Where am I? CA button controls in the remake. Not that it's really gonna fix some of the error issues in this game, but you know. I'm just worried what unmentioned other problem the remake's going to have. Almost every other Zelda remake kind of ruined something somewhere. It's just kind of annoying. Missing something. Wait, isn't there another bomb wall? Hard to tell on this tiny screen. I guess I'll just terrorize it out less. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I forgot about that. Just gotta do it here. Don't really like how this physics this ball rolling is. Like, you have to sometimes seem like he seems to run in the center all the time. Yeah, I'm not done with that today. Can I get out there? Oh yeah, isn't there another one to cut on the other side? I'm right this game. Just the beetle is jerking back and forth this time. Oh, that one just speed walks away. Yep, there it is. Do I have to continue? Yeah, I have to continue. Hold up. I keep forgetting I do have a projectile. I also keep forgetting that it's only useful in hero mode. Yeah, when you go into hero mode, you get... When you get into hero mode, you get to keep the sword beam. And it's actually kind of useful to use the actual sword beam throughout the entire campaign, so... Like, you get the sword beam that actually will hit enemies and will actually damage them, so you can actually rely on it early in hero mode, when you're normally at a fairly weak point. Which I do think is nice. I kind of like it when there's like that kind of New Game Plus style stuff and New Game Plus. But I still don't really do New Game Plus. It's like it didn't really need it. Like, that's the only thing that really feels like it. Deal this way, really. Okay, so confirmation I can. Yeah, it's disconnected again. My word, what's going on? Alright, I forgot. I went all the way over here just for this. Oops. Where'd that put me? Oh. I mean, I guess it did worse. Now it shows the cutscene because I died in the middle of it. Oh boy. This game has its good points, but oh boy. I do not particularly like its dungeons. Some people do, I don't. Oh, it resets. Maybe a little stamina for a minute. Okay. Or this way. It's probably gonna need to refill. Just the ability to put bombs out is a really cool, neat thing. Just forgot earlier. When was it? I think it was. When was it that I forgot? Can't pull this out running, right? Hey. How do I get this up here? Forgot about that. You know, I'm halfway wondering if playing through a Zelda game blind would be easier or worse. Because I keep thinking I already remember what I'm supposed to do in this. Though, to be honest, I'd be playing Breath of the Wild. Not on stream, or the sequel, not on stream. How many Zelda likes I've found in it, but like, there are certain elements that I just feel like they must have been wrong. One of which is, like, enemies. The enemies take, like, more than 3 or 4 hits to die, in general. And if they take more than, like, 2 or 3 and they're regular enemies, I feel like there's something wrong. Okay, finally, we're at the end. Here comes the, hey, did you know they're fans of Indiana Jones section? Can they actually bring that up prior to the game's release? I think they did anyway. In case you felt like the camera wasn't wonky enough. Yep. It's gonna be, hey Link, you wanna start running? Oops. Won't have to do that again. So I ran the wrong way. Fun. Where's the thing? Well, the lava's out of the way. Okay, so presumably this goes. These controls aren't working. Not letting me turn it the correct way. No. 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 Stop going the wrong way. Like, this is not working at all. I was right on it, and it got rid of it. No. No. Turn this around. No. Don't turn that around. Why is it... Like, I even went back to the exact same position, and it kept changing. No. 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 No, why? No. What is going on here? Just stop. Stop. Game. I hate having to do this every like 15 seconds. Well, let me do it. Because it's literally just right here. My word. The problem is, like, I should be staying further. Well, I guess it's also partially because the Wii U's over there. It like, uses the sensor bar to, like, keep itself, like, steady. It's still not really a good thing. Not everyone has a good sensor bar set up. Yes? Game? V! Go away! This is why people are glad that almost all of her hints are going to be optional in that remake. Okay, Garaham, give your villain monologue again. I would like to see him back. They could bring him back. They didn't really do that good of a job of, like, explaining whether or not he's permanently gone. Problem is, unless it's a Beetle, they ain't bringing him back. Come on, dude. Right now. Yeah. Sitting back here is where else. We just talk about, like, Now I'm out of bombs, so I'm gonna run to the top to get him. Run to the top. Well, if I had bombs, that'd actually be helpful. And I don't have a good way of turning the camera back. Completely turned. Oh, and there's hearts here in case. No hearts anywhere else, though. Explain how ridiculously easy this is. These outposts didn't get the same sort of. What were you trying to accomplish there? I think that actually does it. I guess I'll just stand here. Right, he rolls like that. Again. Hit like that one more hit earlier, it would have been over by now. And we killed Mike Wazowski. Extension 3 cost. Oh yeah, another stab in the eyes. But there's more than one eye. Still stabbing in the eyes, which is just kinda... I don't know, that's kind of gotten annoying. Even Breath of the Wild falls into that trap. Like, one of its many bosses is still hit in the eye. Guardians are also still hit in the eye. Divine Beast bosses also hit in the eye. Oh boy. Probably get a few bombs. Oh, there are bombs up here, I didn't notice. I like how much smoother Breath of the Wild plays. It's a little bit hard to go back. Except for in 2D games. 2D games are just as smooth. It's just the 3D games, Link turning around. And here comes Impa complaining that I filled up my bomb bag before walking in here. And Buzz just like, oh, you finally showed up. And blah blah blah. Complain. Yeah. That's a good little cutscene. At least until the remake. Apparently GameStop went ahead and put the remake on sale. Already. For pre-order. I'll hold off. Maybe $40. I don't know. It is a... I don't know. It's a remake, so maybe it'll go on sale sooner. And Zelda's gone, so now I'm purchased man. Really?
Hmm?
I came right here. Not really. I mean, technically she already did. If she wasn't running ahead of me, that's not really my fault. Yeah. That's the whole reason you're here, is to be your bodyguard. I'm not the bodyguard. I'm the one who's supposed to win. It's trying to be epic, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do? I hid right here. Yeah, I spent like, what, 30 minutes? Probably not 30 minutes, but it was at least like 10, 15 minutes on a stupid bomb. Might have only been like 5 minutes, but my word, that was stupid. I'm speeding that up in the, what's it called, just so it's not. Yeah. I guess it probably would be a good idea to end off the stream soon. I should actually save the game first this time. That'd probably be a good idea. But why is he seeing a vision? Like, hey, he just saw her like 10 seconds ago. I don't really like the whole Hylia addition to this series. It's kind of annoying with Breath of the Wild how they seem to only care about Hylia when every previous Zelda game has them caring about all of whatever their pantheon is. As, like, there's implications in some of the games that it's more than just the 3 golden goddesses. Which, I guess, yeah, Hylia could be added into there, but no, Hylia's been treated almost like a full-on replacement. Which is kind of annoying. Plot-wise. But whatever. So I guess I should get a wooden shield. I guess I'll head first to the bazaar to get a wooden shield. As while I can attempt to go shieldless against the enemies in the desert, I do not. I absolutely despise the whole, hey, they're electric, so you can't spam attacks on them. Whoa. So they managed to make the combat even more tedious. Yay. I can't even get the third shield type until much later. Yeah. Just give it to me, please. How much is like a larger rupee bag too? Yeah. Please go on. Please stop talking. Don't even have a bow yet. Oh, this is the seed bag. Small seed satchel. Yeah, I'll probably need the seed satchel. Oh boy. Probably could buy some heliums, but I ain't gonna bother. Outside of me being an idiot, I'm probably not going to die much. Which, you saw me being an idiot. Hey! How many times have I played through Skyward Sword? I think I've tried to replay it a few times, but just the root of the gameplay, like, it's the story and characters that are good in this game, and then just, like, the third area. And that's kind of it to me. It's not really fun to go back to this area at all. Or back to those other areas. Can tell I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about the desert, or not the desert, the lava, just because I didn't know how far I screwed the wrong puzzle. That's going to drive me nuts. It's like, yeah, I looked like an idiot for like 10 minutes. So I didn't check outside the stupid room first. I want to say when I first played this game, I did that exact same thing then too. I can't confirm it, but I think it's very likely I did that same thing. I almost fell. I would like to see the loft wings back. I wouldn't be surprised if they get like a redesign though. What if they're actually like, oh, the Kogoroks are actually like mutated loft wings or something? Because I think that's supposed to be an implication with some of the monsters in the games, that they might have actually been other like races that got corrupted by Ganon. Like, the fact that some of the monsters will turn from Ganon's ranks is kind of... Like, that's an interesting detail that's not in Breath of the Wild at all. Like, the monsters aren't really smart in Breath of the Wild. They're all, like, animalistic, but yet also can build forts and stuff. It's... I don't know. Problem is, they're very similar in this game, except they're just idiots. They're sentient, but stupid. I'd rather them almost be not sentient at all. How they are in this game. We get it, B. I doubt, I mean, I guess this would count as a cutscene. I am curious to see if the HD remake has the same sort of... This is cutscene, the same cutscene, sort of. Problems that the HD version of Twilight Princess has. I still actually want to turn Twilight Princess back on one of these days. Test to see which cutscenes I can actually skip in the Wii version. I swear it's more in the HD version. This HD version's made off the GameCube version, so I wouldn't be surprised if it has a skippable cutscenes. Also, one of the rare bugs in the game is back here. Yep, there it is, the skater. I'm gonna try to kill it. B, shut up. Stop. I get it. Zelda's here. We know Zelda's here. We don't need to look up to see Zelda's here. That was obvious that Zelda was going to be here. And here we go. The main gimmick of this area. And probably the best gimmick. Yeah, so fun fact, in Hyrule Historia, they're kind of blunt about it. Wow, this is a suspiciously light blue crystal. I wonder if the Ocarina of Time might be made from it. Sort of. That's basically what's in it. I don't remember the exact wording, but that's more or less what it says in Hyrule Historia about these things. I don't need to talk to any of these guys, do I? Goodbye! You're now alive again. Until I hit the next crystal. Bye! I did not need to come in here, did I? Probably going to get, like, to the big area and then end it off. It'll probably be the last stream we'll start, so next week I'm going to start Sunday. Because I'm not planning on being this on stream, it's Skyward Sword. HD Remake next week, everyone's going to be playing that. Just kind of to see the differences with it. Oh yeah, and this thing, the Ancient Flower. You actually need one of these in the main quest eventually. If you need one or more. Ow. Ow. Actually, don't remember where I'm going here. I do like that. He kind of just automatically jumped in there. Woo! Right. These are back from Wind Waker. There we go. Woo! Oh, that was awesome. Can't get either of those yet. Right, I need to run. I forgot for a second. I do like that this game kind of improved on the bomb throwing, but these are the same sort of puzzles that every other 3D Zelda has kind of had. I prefer how you can use them as weapons better in 2D Zeldas as well. I did not want to deal with that. Ooh. I really like the pudgy design of rupees. I think my favorite looking rupees are still Twilight Princesses. Is that an ant? Yeah, it's an ant. Guess I rolled a bit early there. Can I risk it? Oh, okay. That got one. That was close. I'm gonna say it's after this room. Oh, I never healed. Oh, the extra seed satchel is... Oh. Does not reflect. Well, that's annoying. I don't think I can make this, but... Can I space it out to make it? I'm pretty sure this isn't the way I'm supposed to go, but I'm trying anyway. Come on. Yep, I skipped. There we go. More bomb roll. I don't think I can make it down there. Could actually roll straight, that'd be great. Oh. Well, that's perfect timing then. Oh great, those things are bad. Hey, Dagger. Sometimes it just kind of feels like it's random where I'm going to hit them correctly, so I just... Yeah. Yeah, I could deflect his attack. Okay. Oops. That one was bad. How'd it come over here again? Oh yeah, some of these can actually appear in the dungeons. Yep, here we go. Whee! I might want those hearts, but oh well. And here we go. The actual big full desert. There's a long area and I don't feel like doing it. You know, I kind of... The weird thing with this game is one of the things that gets brought up a bunch as kind of a defense of this game sometimes is that the main overworld is designed more like a dungeon. And that is true. Problem is, I think it's actually better than the actual dungeons in this game for the most part. Like, you saw how little resistance there really was in the fire dungeon. And I wasn't screwing up against the Les Alphos. Like, it really is mostly the actual full areas that aren't. I do like that you can see the later areas early, too, but, eh. Oh yeah, is that actually... I like that, like, just part of the bush is actually turned back. Actually, how you... I assume that there's another one of the crystals here to get back to the door. Yeah. That one's there just so you can get through the door. But, yeah. Actually, being able to see across this whole area actually would be good. Though... I don't know. I haven't actually seen that much of the trailers. I wonder if they did something to keep the kind of watercolor sort of... Because that's what they kind of did to make it look still pretty decent on the Wii. Yeah, I guess I will end off. I wanted to do like the third dungeon maybe, but yeah, I took too long in fire. And I'm gonna be starting something new next week anyway. Yeah, well. Again, good game with flaws, but my word, just the motion controls get annoying. But again, that's kind of what makes the HD remake so good. Button controls. It's just still the pacing, though. Pacing. I don't like the bosses either. But, yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.